Hey YouTube, Moosecap here. Hey, I really refrain from doing this political issue videos, but I was just getting really frustrated with this whole green tip ban on this our green tip ammo that the ATF will be implementing, I guess sometime pretty soon, if not already. I'm talking about the SS109 and the M855. We'll just, for the sake of the video, just so I don't have to repeat like long sentences, we'll just say green tip for those ammo. And then when I say regular ammo, I'm talking about the you know the uh, the regular 223 without the basically non green tip stuff. But yeah, I was getting really frustrated because I'm already frustrated with this ban because I'll explain why it's um, pointless to me. But not only that, I see other YouTube channels where I think they're pretty, the people who put out these channels are pretty intelligent, and they're sort of semi-news channels and stuff like that. But when it comes to gun control, they always seem to like just don't get it, and they're supposed to be doing investigative journalism, but they just won't get an expert's opinion. They just seem to like blab out whatever they think, um, what they think is true. So this video obviously isn't for you guys who understand this fully and understand about ballistics and ammo. Then I'll be, I'm pretty much preaching to the choir, so it's pointless. But this is more. I noticed that on those other channels, I was reading comments and stuff, and there's a lot of people that claim to be gun enthusiasts that still make comments like, "Well, why do you need armor-piercing bullets? Why would you even need that?" Well, it just tells me, first of all, it makes me kind of wonder if they're what level of gun enthusiasts they are. It could be that they may just own pistol, never shot a rifle. I don't know, but you know, it's more for those people. Maybe they're into guns, but don't fully understand the whole picture. And maybe those people who knows what I'm talking about exactly on the same page as me, but maybe they could spread the word and kind of help them understand what this is really about. Because there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that do better videos than me. They're more eloquent. They have better production. But to get to the point, so those are the people that I really want to address. First of all, the misconception that the green tip is more dangerous than regular ammo, it's kind of relative. Okay, I will concede that the green tip, this one down here, will penetrate a little bit more than this one. I will concede that. And it's true. But in terms of why they're banning the ammo has nothing to do with how much this penetrates. The reason for that is, to give you a good example, ATF wants to ban this ammo because they're saying shooting this, because pistol ARs, AR meaning the 223 or 556 ammos, they're more readily available, so now they're banning this because shooting this out of AR pistol would make it more dangerous to law enforcement and police officers out there who wear soft body armor. Well, first of all, let me tell you this: this going through a soft body armor and this going through a soft body armor, there's no difference. It's still gonna go through knife, like hot knife through butter. And I'd like to use that as an example, hot knife through butter, because I think it's a good example. Pretend this bullet is hot knife. Pretend the soft body armor is butter. So this hot knife will go through body armor or butter like hot knife through butter. It will just go through like nothing's there. Well, this hot knife will do exactly the same thing. You're just arguing This hot knife is, we'll just say, like 200 degrees. Sorry about that. And this hot knife is 220 degrees. Well, does it matter that this is 220 degrees hotter or 20 degrees hotter than this one? Either one, it'll still go through body armor, the type that law enforcement wear, like hot knife through butter. It'll still go in. So why does this making this illegal make it safer for law enforcement? I just don't get that. These are perfectly legal. These are for hunting. These are for target shooting, sport shooting. We'll do the same thing that this does. So I just I just don't get what the difference is. And to give you an example, like everybody knows about the Hollywood shootout, the Hollywood B of A shootout. They weren't shooting green tips. The bullets were still going through car doors, shrapnel and all this, hurting officers and bystanders. And Such does there's a lot of people a lot of YouTube channels that do videos like this, but Such is a very good one. Look up like metal sheet penetration test or something. He shoots regular 223, and I believe he did this video way before this ban even came up or talked about. It was a pretty old video, it seems to me. He shoots through a metal sheet, a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, or 3/4 inch, or something like that. And he shoots a regular 223. He shoots a green tip. He shoots an AK round, and he shoots a 308. And it shows you what it does. Through a 1/4 inch, all of them goes through, punches a hole. All of them goes through, no problem. Okay. When it comes to 1/2 inch, yeah, there's a slight difference there. And I believe AK round without the green tip, just regular ammo, punched through the hole better than the green tip. And the 308, of course, it outperformed the green tip. The 308 round punched a bigger hole and went, no problem. When in certain, I forget which metal sheet it was, but one of the metal sheet, the green tip didn't make it through. Well, 308 punched the hole right through. And why do I mention that? It's because by banning this, how is that making it any safer? When someone could just say, oh, if they think that banning this is going to make any safer, or somebody could really wanted to penetrate armor, if somebody really wanted to have more penetration, they would just go pick up a AR-10 pistol or just a AR-10 rifle. So that doesn't make it any more safer. And the other argument I like to make is that this whole thing came about because the AR pistol. And some people make some stupid remarks like, oh, why do you need an AR pistol anyway? That's like, why do you need a Glock? You could just have a revolver. It's just ridiculous arguments, So, and the fact this whole thing came up because of the AR pistol, and if you really want to split hair, and because that's what you're doing, when I say you, I mean maybe to ATF or those people who support this ban. If you really want to split hair, because that's what you're doing. You're saying this just has a little bit more punch. It's a little bit hotter knife through butter versus this, 200 degrees, 220 degrees hot knife through butter. I guess if that makes a difference. Hot knife through butter is hot knife through butter, but I keep talking, sorry, I'm back to that again, but if you really want to split hair, and if you want to play that game, we could play that game. We could argue that point too. Because the whole thing about this green tea came about because of the AR pistol. Well, people who know ballistics, people who knows rifle, we all know that if you shoot this round, it doesn't matter which round, either this one or this one. If you shoot this round through an AR rifle, say a 16-inch, very common rifle length, that will have more penetration than an AR pistol, because once you shorten the barrel, it loses velocity. So I mean, just for the sake of argument, if I was to I had to get shot between a rifle, 16-inch rifle, and an AR pistol, I'd rather get shot with AR pistol, because then there's less velocity, less penetration. In fact, what do you think 300 blackout came from? I don't know if you know about 300 blackout. It's not very popular. It's not as well. I mean, if you're a gun enthusiast in the gun community, you know about 300 blackout. But some people may not know where that even came up. Why it was developed. It was developed because, what they're saying, the necessity is mother of all invention. Well, what happened was, when the AR was M4 AR, we'll just say M4 AR, when they were being shortened for different uses, close quarter, whatever battle, they found out that it was losing its capability. The 223 or the 5.56 ammo was designed around, I believe it's like 18-20 inch barrel. They shortened it to 16 inches for carbine length, and it worked like it's supposed to, pretty much. But once these people started shortening it down to, like, say 10 inches and 9 inches and stuff like that, for whatever the reason, in combat situation, close quarter battle situation for the military, I get it. They experiment, they do different things. But what they found out was that shortening the barrel made the bullet not function like how it's designed to be. It wasn't being effective. And somebody could correct me this if I'm wrong, but I think it was around the same time the whole thing Black Hawk went down, and then that whole incident. That was around the time when a lot of military the U.S. military was kind of experimenting with that or playing with that, and they found that because this bullet is designed to hit, penetrate, tumble, and cause a lot more damage. But I don't know, something happened. But bottom line was that's what it was found. So someone who wanted to have that short barrel and wanted to have keep that same capacity, ballistics capability, that's how they came out with the 300 blackout. And so, if anything, my point is, I know I kind of went off here, but my point is, this ammo in an AR pistol is a lot less lethal, not a lot, I would just say less lethal, than this same ammo in a regular AR carbine, just regular AR carbine length rifle. So this notion that, because the AR pistol is more readily available, and this is now, they call it armor piercing. I don't know why they mean by armor piercing, because this, like I said, this goes through metal just like this. I mean, like I said, we're splitting hairs here. So that argument about the whole AR pistol being more readily available, if anything at all, it makes it a lot safer, I think. And notion that you could, hide the AR pistol, that's not what they're talking about here. We're not talking about concealability here. We're just talking about, because that's not what their argument is. They're talking about this ammo coming out of the AR pistol makes this more lethal for law enforcement. So I just don't get it. At the bottom line, and here's another thing I really want to address: why the gun community are against this ban. And a lot of people think, it's armor piercing. Why would you want it? Why do you need it? Here's why, and I'll explain to you why. The law doesn't make sense. It does nothing to make it safer. It does nothing to accomplish what their intention is, to ban it. because like I said, this will go through body armor just like this will go through body armor. Yes, maybe this might stop certain different kind of body armors like the military wear, but last time I checked, I never seen any cop wear heavy um, metal plated metal plated body armor. I haven't seen that. So and so why okay sorry lost my train of thought here. Back to why we're against it. Well, that's one of the big reasons is because it doesn't make sense. Why take something away when it does nothing to accomplish what your intention was? And second, we want to keep it because A, that reason, but second part of that is that because it's cheap. The ammo's cheap. You're basically taking away ammo that's cheap to get and then not accomplishing anything. So obviously that's frustrating to us. And the third part is, and I tell this is my opinion. I'm sure a lot of you agree. Government. Don't say like one day turning all your ammos or this is all banned. No more 308, no more 223, no more 556 ammo. It's all gone. They don't do that. They don't say no more ARs. No, government tried that. It didn't work. So what do? They chip away a little bit at a time. If you can't bring down a big statue with the big force, then what do? You're going to chip away, right? And that's what's happening with our Second Amendment rights. That's what happened in California already. They banned so many. Essentially, a ban is basically what it is. They took so many guns off the California roster because of this micro stamping stuff. That is basically what happened. Yes, you could get guns, but you're limited to how many choices you have now. If you keep that up, we're going to California be the kind of state like, if you follow that train of thought and if you follow that progression, then, who's to say in California in 10 years that you can only have revolvers, no pistols, sorry. Other states could have it, but in California, no, sorry, pistols too dangerous. You can only have revolvers. We already lost so many guns because it's not on the roster. California approved roster. So so that's the major thing. When people in the gun community are against this kind of ban, that's what we're worried about. We look at whether it's realistic, whether it's going to accomplish its goal. If not, then why? Then basically then it becomes you're chipping away at our rights. Today it'll be green tip. Tomorrow it's going to be regular 556 ammo. And after that it's going to be the 9mm ammo. It's just that's what we're seeing. And don't say that's like that's just BS. No, that's exactly what's been happening. Look up the history. That's exactly what's been happening. So anyway, that's my little gripe about it. Just frustration, I guess. And it's just when I talk to people who I don't like to talk. What they say: politics and religion. Don't talk about politics and religion. Because you get into big old thing. But when I do talk about it, I try to not call somebody a dummy. Dumb face. Just don't be like that. Just. If you do happen to talk to somebody who aren't as clear on this kind of gun control law, try to be more diplomatic. Try to be an ambassador, from the gun community, and try to explain it in a way that it makes sense. If somebody told me, hey, by getting rid of this ammo, it's gonna make all the law enforcement, it's gonna prevent this from going through body armor and make it safe, then I'm for it. But obviously, that's not gonna be the case. So I mean, that's where my frustration is, that people think like that. That, oh, this is just armor piercing. Why do you need armor piercing? This is dangerous ammo. Why do you need it? So anyways, hey, if you have any comments or questions, then please leave below. Thanks for watching, and please like the video.